Hi, everyone.
Hi, Linda.
Hi, Pat. I'm Linda Johnson,
I'm Pat Stevens.
and we're with Coldwell Banker Burnett. And today we're going to talk about another hot topic, and that's some of the biggest mistakes sellers make when they're selling their home. It's always good to have your home pristine, but we want to make sure you're not making any bad mistakes. So, Pat, what is one of the first things that you think is important when the seller's selling their home?
Well, I suppose a mistake would be selecting the wrong agent.
Oh,
so I'm going to turn
absolutely.
that to a positive and talk about selecting the right agent.
Good idea.
And of course, we feel like we're the right agents.
Of course.
But short of that, having an agent who is prompt, professional, answers phone calls, returns texts, does feedback, answers the phone all 7 days, not just 5 days a week, and answers the rest of them on Monday morning. To me, being honest about the market and not just telling the seller what they want to hear, but telling the truth about the market.
And that is so important.
Right.
So important. And one of the other big things is overpricing their home.
Oh,
That's
yes.
a huge mistake. Even though we're in a seller's market, you can still overprice your home. And so what you want to do is have an agent that will bring you comparables in your neighborhood, homes that are like yours, and just make sure that you're going through all of the information that's necessary. The markets fluctuate with supply and demand, and if you're overpriced, you're not going to sell.
You're right.
What do you think are some of the other things that, as a buyer's going through the house, what are they looking for as far as condition?
You know, I think this kind of gets to that question of what simple repairs can a seller make and not have it be a mistake. And one of them is curb appeal. Having fresh flowers at the door, making sure that doorway is clean and freshly painted, going through the house and looking at bathroom caulking that's missing. Just the simple things. Having your windows cleaned and shiny. If you've got scratches or scuff marks, get them cleaned up, get them repaired. This is so critical to have the house looking as model ready as humanly possible.
Well, and that's where they get a lot of their ideas.
Yes, they do.
Is from the models, and you're kind of alluding to that a lot of these things, the small repairs, might be an okay way to live in your house, but now you're marketing your house. And so a lot of your mementos, extra pillows, all of the things that mean a lot to you and kind of clutter up the house a little bit, just getting rid of that almost to the point of where it feels like it's not your house.
Right. It has a vacant feel, but it really doesn't because it photographs better. And usually they get a better price for their house.
Absolutely. Right. They're looking at the house, not the clutter. So that is important, very important. So Pat, what do you think as far as sellers with showing their home? It's a challenge, and I know it's just painful, but do we have to let every buyer in?
Well, yes, we do. It's a simple answer. You know, I think the biggest thing for the sellers to understand is that the buyers are on a time frame. The traffic is hard. They're working within their schedules, their kids' activities, their meetings they need to go to, their selling agent schedule. So typically, if a seller doesn't allow the appointment, you don't find that buyer coming back. They go on to the next one down the street. And I'm going to suggest that the listing agents allow that block of hour and a half time for showing houses, because we're showing more than one.
Absolutely.
Showing 14 houses and having a list, we're on a time crunch.
And it is definitely a time crunch. Absolutely.
So accommodate your buyers, your house will sell, and then you're done.
Well, but Pat, we've lived here for so long, and that's one of the other things. People are so emotionally attached to their house.
Oh, they are.
The children, the baby was brought home from the hospital, and then they had their graduation from kindergarten and then high school, and now they've moved on. And they may have been there for a long, long time, and you're so emotionally attached. You have to release yourself from that. And it's hard.
That is hard.
It's hard, and we understand that, you guys. We really, really do. But those are just some of the mistakes We don't want to have you make any of them. And so as a recap, pick the right agent. Then don't overprice your home. Make sure it's positioned well in the marketplace. Don't forget to make simple repairs.
Right.
A run-on toilet does not bode well.
Or a dripping sink.
Or a dripping sink. Get rid of the clutter. Allow the buyer in that might want to buy your house. And then just kind of try to remove yourself from the emotions.
Relax and enjoy the new journey you're about to take.
Yes,
Right.
It's a process, isn't it, Pat?
It is.
It's not an event.
Right.
So if you guys have any other questions for me or for Pat, we'd be happy to answer them. You can give us a call, 612-200-1801. Thank
Goodbye,
you.
everybody.
Bye.